Yo. I know some of y'all been wondering what are the best video recording softwares to use to get gameplay of your clips. Well, some of you might say OBS, some of you might say NVIDIA GeForce, I think it's called. No, it's GeForce Shadowplay, something like that. But for me personally, I just love using Outplayed just because of how convenient it is. So I thought I'd just make a quick little tutorial on how exactly you can install Outplayed and how exactly it works to capture your gameplay. But let's just get into it. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do in your web browser is search up Overwolf. Once you see that there's a wolf icon, I just want you to click the first link that you see that I'm clicking on too. Now, if you look at the very top right, it's going to say that they have an app store that you can go to. Once you're in there, I want you to search up Outplayed. Once you have it as your results, you just need to download the app, go through the exe installation, like things you have to do. It's pretty straightforward, so you won't mess up. It's just some stuff like running it as administrator or just installing in general. And then after that, it should show up on your desktop. If it doesn't show up on your desktop, just go into your search bar, search out Outplayed, and it should show up there. Okay, now that we are in Outplayed, I want you to click on the gear icon, and that's going to take you to your settings specifically. And as we can see at the very top, there's games, capture, screen recorder, storage, and notifications. Now, when we head over to the game section, you can see that there is a search bar where you can basically search up what game you want to capture your clips for. And me being me, I personally just like Apex Legends. I'm just going to be using Apex Legends as my example choice to just show you how this works pretty much. Using Apex Legends as an example, we can see that in there we have capture mode, and this will basically help you set up how you want to capture your gameplay. If you do full session, it's just going to capture when you first start out the app all the way to the end once you're like logging off. Once you hit highlights, it will enable another setting below it where certain events trigger your recordings. So in here, we can see that I have it set up where a kill or a knockdown by me is recorded. But if y'all want to just record your death, your assist, your respawn, or just you getting knocked or you being revived, you can do that too. But you can also do it match by match basis as well in the capture mode. Now, when we scroll down, this is where you can adjust when you want it to clip your video, aka the time before it. So let's say I get a kill and I want it to be 5 seconds before I get the kill. I want all those 5 seconds to be captured. You would change it in your before duration, but if you want it to be longer, you have different options in there, so just play around with that and see what you're comfortable with. Just keep in mind, this will make your file size a lot more heavier, so I don't advise you changing it to like 30 seconds if I'm being honest with you. Now, heading into the capture settings, this is where you're going to be basically playing around with the quality and the FPS and the bitrate that you need in your videos. And this really depends on your PC, but if you have a good graphics card, or at least just a faster running PC, you can basically run high. But if you have something like a laptop, I would personally recommend you stay around the medium. You could probably give it like 720 and give it 60 FPS. I have 1080 as my resolution, and for my bitrate, I just keep that at 10,000. The main thing with bitrate, it will give you more quality the higher up you go, but the higher up you go, because there's more information, it basically makes your file size humongous, which you don't really want. So keep it at a sweet range. I would probably recommend anything from 2.5 to 10,000. And below this, there's frame rate. I just like to keep it at 60 because I'm pretty sure YouTube keeps it at 60, keeps it capped at 60. But if you want to record your clips in 120 and maybe you export it to Premiere Pro and do some frame blending just to make it look smoother, you can do that if you honestly want to. And then in advanced options, we also have some different encoder settings that you can pick. I just personally recommend you use a specific GPU one, just anything that says GPU, especially if you know that your GPU is better than your actual processor. That's what I would personally recommend. heading over into the audio section, if you go to device, you'll see that's at system default. You can keep that how it is because that's just going to record mainly your game, whatever's happening in your game. It won't really capture any music that you're playing, which is something that I really like, because NVIDIA's Shadow Play doesn't do that. It will capture any movement, any sound that you make. It's kind of annoying, especially when you want clean clips. You can also capture your microphone if you want, but I just have this closed off because it makes it easier for me to edit clips if I just don't record my voice, especially because I don't want to just turn down my voice, especially if my mic was just like terrible this one day or something like that. You also have a webcam setting down below that can also capture your webcam, so this could be useful if you want to just like capture your reaction to a shot you hit or just that type of thing. I personally have not used this before, so I can't really say if it's good or not, but yeah. And now heading into storage, we'll see that you have two options. You can manually manage where your clips are, which what this basically means is that you will basically have to delete some things if they're taking up your space. If you don't want to do that, you click on auto manage, and once you click on auto manage, you'll see that you can actually adjust the file size. So let's say the file size goes above 10 gigs, it will delete whatever the oldest video was that isn't favorited. And then down by the media folder, this is basically where you're gonna put the actual file path for your clips to be in. So I just have mine on my desktop, but I'll just show you like an example of everything right now. So once we've backed out from the settings, at the top left, you can see that there's a bunch of squares. That's essentially how you're going to exit out to actually see basically all the games you've played and the history behind them. So whether or not you played Apex or Fortnite, for example. And this is where you can see each individual clip together and just get like a little summary of it. But yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of Apex clips, and I do have some Fortnite ones, but I just play Fortnite for fun. Now, using this clip as an example, I was just playing Apex Ranked, I'm in Diamond, and in here I'm just capturing a little clip of me playing Mirage just for fun. Let's say you really like this particular clip that you hit, you can go press this little star icon that I just clicked, and as you can see, if you look at the top left, there's just also another star icon, and that's where it'll basically put all of your favorite clips that you've hit and saved in there. But if you click the little file explorer button, what that will essentially do is take you to where the clip is located on your computer. So this will make it easier for you to just export it to Premiere Pro because you just drag and drop it. Though sometimes when you open it up, it doesn't show you which one immediately, so you have to close it and open it again, and it will basically highlight the clip. But yeah, otherwise that's all for me. Otherwise, if you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments. I'll just get back to you as quickly as I can. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and peace.